Hi everybody, I'm Jordan Rolfus from Beagle Rampant Productions, and today we have a kind of quick and dirty video from the cell phone. Going to go directly from cell phone to YouTube here, because I wanted to show off my MacBook Pro from the year 2007. There's the front, and we're going to come around here and try to sit down. The chair is being particularly squeaky and irksome today. Oh, you hear that? That's the quality. Well, there we go. So this is my 2007 MacBook Pro. It was required when I first started college that every student have a laptop, and they strongly recommended the MacBook Pro. So obviously I wanted to do what was right, and I went ahead and grabbed the MacBook Pro, and I have been very satisfied with this machine. It has a button. So 2007, Macintosh still cared about having buttons, which is good. And keys, and the keys light up. Ooh. And over here on the side, oh my goodness. This is talent here. You got that weird power connector at the top there. Macintosh always had weird power connectors. Then a USB, and then you have your line out and your line in. And this right here, of course, is the Firewire port. You never hear about Firewire anymore, but Firewire is very important when I go to edit a lot of the travel vlogs. I put them on this G drive, which is formatted for Macintosh journaled, and it goes directly into the Firewire port, which is on the other end here. So, yeah, one of these is the Firewire, and you also have USB and Ethernet. So there's two Firewires, and an Ethernet and a USB, and this right here is a DVI input. You don't hear much about DVI anymore either, so yeah, some retro technology, and it has a DVD drive in here, read and write, but of course something is wrong with mine and it can't write, so it's really more of a DVD read drive. And yeah, got an external hard drive here. We have another external hard drive graciously provided by Mr. Doug Weiss, the gentleman and historian who designed our logos. So he went ahead and graciously provided me with an external hard drive. This one I think I formatted to the FAT32 standard, so yeah, but as always, hats off to Mr. Doug Weiss for all the good work and support he does for old Beagle Rampant here. And you might be wondering, okay, Jordan, why are you showing off a 13-year-old MacBook Pro? Well, the thing of it is 13 years old, and a lot of programs now have pretty much stopped running. I mean, like everything I use here, Adobe Photoshop is CS3, that runs fine. The computer itself runs perfectly, but things like Firefox, I can't access a lot of websites, and I can't update to new versions of Firefox. I don't use LiveType all that much, but Final Cut Express is what I use to edit all my videos on, but basically, it's time to retire this old girl. I absolutely love my MacBook Pro. This computer has been with me through a lot of chapters of my life. It's been with me through a lot of adventures that I've had. It's been with me through good times and bad times. I've had to do some pretty hard memorial work on this computer, and I've also had times to create works of great celebration and happiness. So this computer has been with me through a good deal, but let's just take a look at the system specs here. I'm running Macintosh version 10.6, and you know, it's always confusing with Macintosh operating systems. So this is 10.6, But people always talk about, like, lions and leopards and snow leopards. How on earth am I supposed to know if, like, a leopard is greater than a snow leopard and if that's greater than a tiger? And now they're using national parks. How am I supposed to know which national park is better than another? You use numbers, and they do have numbers, but a lot of hardcore Mac fans don't really talk about the numbers. I know that 11 is greater than 6. I don't necessarily know that, like, Mojave would be better than Mavericks. Is that even correct? Let me know in the comment section if that's correct. It's just, the way Macintosh names these things is so confusing. And ironically, this is a Macintosh version 10.6. I had to upgrade this from 10.4. I originally was running 10.4 and I was having a monstrous time doing anything modern. And I haven't been running 10.6 for that long. It's only been the past few years I've upgraded to 10.6. And processor speed, yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired for the work I'm doing. Memory, 4 gigabytes, and I actually upgraded this from 2 gigabytes of memory. So when I bought the computer, it had 2 gigs of RAM, and that wasn't good enough. So I needed to upgrade this puppy to 4 gigs of RAM. So even with all of these upgrades, there are a lot of services that I just can't rock on this computer. It runs great, and I'm able to do what I need to do, but editing a video in Final Cut takes a very long time. When I drop a video on the track there, I can't see what's happening, so I have to render it for like 7 hours, and then I can finally go ahead and read and see what's going on with the video. So sometimes when I upload a video to YouTube, you're going to be as surprised as I am. So it's time that we retire this old girl. She's been with me through a good deal. I ordered a Linux computer, a computer designed to run Linux, and it's going to have Linux Ubuntu installed on it. It's a Darter Pro from the company System 76, so that should be in the mail soon, and that puppy is about 8 times as powerful as my current MacBook Pro here, so not necessarily looking forward to a new operating system. That's always, there are always challenges with learning a new operating system. But let's be real, I can't afford Creative Cloud. I have seen the new Final Cut, and it absolutely scares me, and let's be real, I can't afford these Macintosh price points anymore, and as a shareholder in Apple, I feel totally okay of saying that, but, yeah, I just can't afford these Apple price points for something that's not going to be all that strong, and Windows, a Windows laptop was kind of appealing to me, but I was not too enthused about some of the security issues with Windows. It's fine if you know what you're doing, but I don't really know what I'm doing, and, yeah, Windows is good about fixing all sorts of security issues, but if you're like me and not very good at stuff, Windows can present some challenges. So, yeah, Windows wasn't as appealing to me. And, yeah, I was really fond of Linux, how it's open source, and there is a lot of really cool software that I am looking to dive into with Linux, so that's going to be really exciting. There'll be challenges with learning Linux, but I'm looking forward to the future. At Beagle Rampant, we're all about looking all around us, past, present, and future. And Yeah, I have some files here. Tu scendi dalle stelle, the last song I heard on my little MacBook Pro here, rendered beautifully by Italian organist Marco Agostinelli. And it's a very traditional Italian Christmas carol. Why am I listening to Christmas carols in June is a bit of an interesting question, but regardless, I am. And overall, though, I really love this machine. This machine has been with me through all sorts of challenges. It's been with me all throughout the world, through some great times in my life and through some not great times. And you guys have been with me as well through some great times and not some great times. I have a really great fan community here on YouTube. I absolutely love everything that you guys do for me. You're the best subscribers of any YouTuber in the world. I had some kind of mean comments earlier today, and yeah, that didn't feel too groovy, but forever, and I know you should have a thick skin, but it never makes a nasty comment feel good, you know? So I went back and I read some of the other more positive comments, and you guys really do mean a lot to me, and we've all been on a really great journey together. It's been rough. It's also been really good. So you guys are the best subscribers of any YouTuber in the world. And this Macintosh, she's been with us. You've seen her through a lot of Google mapping some airports. But right now, we're going to give her a hail and farewell. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at what a 2007 MacBook Pro looked like. I mean, it really isn't all that glamorous. And if I made it look glamorous, then good for me. But thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best fans of any YouTuber in the entire world. I appreciate everything you do for me. And my dear MacBook Pro, I appreciate everything you've done for me and for the community at large. We brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people, and we've sowed some goodness in this world, so job well done. I'm not getting rid of this computer. We're just putting you into retirement, and right now, I say enjoy your retirement.